Well, as you guys are already reading the title, you know exactly what today means. We have just received our quality of life update along with the spinner rework. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look on what was actually added. So the first thing which we have received is a brand new spin to win change. So the chances have actually been changed, and to get a common is going to be 78.5%. To get a rare, it's going to be a heavy 20%, and to get a legendary, it's 1.5. So they have increased the overall chances by 0.5. So now we're more likely to get the spinner items, and we are only able to get the spinner items in the spin now. We're not really going to be able to get the game passes, which is my only little complaint. Anyway, if I go ahead and actually spin, here we go. I got 50k cash. I do believe that they buffed these rewards to a quite substantial amount, to be honest, and because people really did not like getting cash for legendaries, that is happily gone now. However, the most important part of this update is the super supply. So the chances for that is going to be 90% rare and 10% legendary. So now let's just say every month you guys have a pretty substantial chance to actually be able to get yourself a legendary in a lot of these other vehicles. I'm actually really glad about this. I think this is a nice rework because now the overall chances have been increased quite a lot. But with this, we're also cutting us some slack and giving us even more chances to get these spin vehicles. Anyway, they will also be tradable. So the next thing which was added in this brand new update is the Freedom Case. And for once, this is not actually Robux. Gizmotech has actually told us that he's not going to be doing Robux every single time, and here we have it, the Freedom Case, which is going to be fully for free. You don't even have a way to actually spend your Robux here, and for the sake of today, you know what, I've got 5,000 medals. I'm just going to be doing a little bit of a spin. However, I'd like to cover all the spin items which we have for ourselves. So let me quickly show you the skins. So we have ourselves the Star Spangled, which is a limited bullet effects. We have ourselves the Star Sticker, the America, Liberty, Gold Rush, and Freedom. Personally, I think the Gold Rush is going to be my favorite one, but let me actually present some skins to you guys if we're going to be using them on the weapon. So for example, let me get something like the AUG, since I haven't really been using any skins for this, and let me quickly grab these skins. So as you guys can see, the Gold Rush is an amazingly looking skin. The Star Spangled, I mean, honestly, I really do love these skins, and the fact that they're all for free for a lot of people that have medals, I think is going to be absolutely amazing of an update. Anyway, there are some more changes which were made, and those changes were that they have actually improved the UI. The UI has overall been changed a little bit. Everything just looks a lot better in general, and there's also a blur in the background now. However, they have also done a lot of bug fixes, which I'm not going to be covering all of them today because there just has been so much bug fixes that they have done, and it will probably go in the hundreds. But one another thing which they also decided to add around the map is being able to spawn Barracudas. Kind of how we're able to spawn stuff like the Humvees around the map next to the metros. Now we can also do the same with the Barracuda boat. And I think this is a very nice way to actually make people start using this boat, but it also just generally encourages people to start using boats a little bit more. And I think these are some small changes. However, I very much like them. As long as they're going to keep on pushing quality updates just like this, I am very much for it, and I think it's a very nice way to combine it with the standard content which we receive every 2 weeks. Anyway, for the time being, that's going to be everything for today's video. We're probably going to be receiving some leaks today, and that's my guess because Gizmo said that we'll also be getting another update this week. Since this one has been delayed, I do expect to be having something tomorrow, but anyway, we'll see. See you guys next video, have a greatest day, and thank you so much to my channel members.